What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna start in the next 2 minutes, so make sure everyone is on, make sure you're promoted in your teams, and make sure you have some good questions ready, especially for the new ones. You can already start to put them into the chat if you come onto this webinar today or the Zoom team call about crypto. If you have any burning questions, so if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I will definitely consider them and obviously try to talk about every question and make it as easy as possible for you. But we're gonna start in 2 minutes. So be ready, guys. Have something to take notes on. Put your questions in the chat, and I'll be back in 2 minutes with you. Okay? Okay, guys, let's get it. So, first of all, welcome to this Sunday's team call about crypto, my favorite topic. First of all, it is a blessing to see you guys, and hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Hopefully, you guys are ready for 2025. There's definitely gonna be a lot of, a lot to do, a lot of beautiful news, a lot of crazy opportunities lying in 2025. I've always said that 2024 will be the year of exposure, will be the year that maybe will be a little more difficult. It was the year with the most elections in one year in combining all of the countries. We had wars going on and unfortunately still going on. Definitely a crazy year, not only in my personal life, not only in my life in general, right? It's like growing a lot, and going a lot of stuff is going on in politics in the world. And I think 2025 is going to be an insane year. Nevertheless, 2024 was still insanely good. And obviously, if you have the knowledge about the financial markets and how the world works, and obviously if you're financially set well, then everything is a little bit easier on you. And that's why we want to educate you guys. That's why we founded the TPR, right? Is giving people the tool to understand the financial world and set them up for success or set themselves up for success, right? Having a financial revolution in their life, because with money, it's definitely always easier, right? Money doesn't fix all the problems, but it's definitely easier to go through hard times and go through hard times in economy or in the economy general or anything else, right? But before we start today, I just want to animate you guys one more time and make sure you come with questions, right? In the sense of don't hesitate to ask in the chat. Don't hesitate to put questions in the chat. There is no stupid questions. Everyone starts somewhere. I still remember when I started to inform myself about trading in crypto over 7 years ago, 8 years ago now, and I also had a lot of stupid questions. I also didn't know how this works. I also was completely overwhelmed and didn't understand how does this even work? Why is this going to be big? And yeah, obviously 2020, 2025, 6, 7 was different. People were not so, let's say, interested about that. Okay. But yeah, it is different times now. And I think someone that is gonna continue to stay ignorant about crypto is gonna definitely regret it, right? And you guys are very, very smart because you are here today because you want to understand how it works, because you are here to understand the markets. How can you use them? How can you make money with them? And position yourself, okay? And that is insanely important because most people are just ignorant, okay? They're ignorant, they're lazy, they're arrogant, right? They think they know everything. They don't want to learn about these things. They say it's a scam. They say whatever, right? And then there's people like you guys, smart, sitting there, educating yourself on a daily basis, joining a platform, learning about trading and investing, understanding the financial markets better. So you guys one day have a better financial future. And I just want to congratulate you on that. Unfortunately, way too many people miss this opportunity because it's blocked by, again, the ego, laziness, arrogance. These are mostly the three main reasons why people don't become financially free. Okay. So I prepared something for you guys today. And look, crypto is my favorite topic, and I'm very, very, very deep in it. And obviously, sometimes it is very difficult for me to go back to the basics in the sense of making it, so easy. I want to talk about the sweet stuff, the crazy stuff, like go into the charts, like how I do the crypto updates. So I will keep it very, very basic, but I'm going to push your limits a little bit today. And then maybe sometimes you don't understand something. So just put it in the chat and say, whoa, whoa, Miguel, chill. That is too much. Or, hey, I don't understand that. Okay. So first of all, very quickly explained, why does it make sense to be in crypto right now? Okay. We are recording this call. So if someone later needs it, we're going to upload it. And again, if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. I won't probably pick them up right away, but I will adjust what I'm teaching you guys by what I see in the chat and the questions. Okay. So first of all, before we start, and that's easier for me, and then I'll go into explaining you why does it make so much sense, is I need a rating from you guys in the sense of, let's say 0 means you have zero knowledge about crypto. You have no clue. Okay. 10 means you're an absolute expert and you're making money on a daily basis with crypto. You understand crypto, you know about the future. Put it in the chat. Where do you see yourself in between 0 and 10? 0 representing no knowledge, 10 representing high level knowledge. Okay, so you could speak to crypto with everyone. Okay, still pretty good for what I see so far in the chat. Pretty high, pretty high. That's good. So we have one or two beginners, and the rest is all like 3, 4, a couple of beginners. Okay, easy. That's good for me to see so I can adjust a little bit. Okay. So I will just give you guys again a little bit of a rundown. Why do I use crypto? How did I get into crypto and trading? All of these things, and what to look out into the future, and what are some of the biggest learnings I have had, and I have made a lot of money in crypto. I've lost a lot of money in crypto. And when I speak about crypto, I don't only mean crypto, I mean the markets in general, stocks, forex trading, all of these kind of things, right? I do basically everything in the market. And I always follow the volume, right? I always follow where there's the most volume right now, because what we need to make money in the markets is volatility, volume, right? Where there's something happening. It doesn't make sense to be in crypto if there's no volume, if no one is investing into it right now, right? But right now, obviously, it's the direct opposite. We are in a so-called bull run, which is a cycle repetition of the markets seeing insane volume and gains, so money coming in. Okay, but this time it's a little bit different because crypto has changed over the last couple of years, developed and evolved into something that most people still don't understand how big it actually is. When the institutions came in, right? We had the big hedge funds coming in, like BlackRock, Vanguard. I don't know if these names ring a bell, but these are the largest financial controllers, advisors, and let's say people that move most of the money. BlackRock owns so much in this world, right? Company shares, seats in companies, manages capital, right? These are big, 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 big companies that manage a lot of capital for the rich and wealthy, right? And these people, they pushed because they wanted to have something called a BTC ETF, right? And I will explain that later on. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of a heads up where we are right now. But let's start at the basics. So what is crypto? There's many examples, there's many explanations, there's many ways you can have a technical explanation. You can have let's say, there's different ways on how to pick this topic up, but I would just pick it up with the mindset of we want to understand crypto. We want to use it as a tool to become financially free and achieve our dreams and goals. Okay. I love crypto and I'm very interested in crypto. And I think the technology is amazing. But do I understand the technology 100% in the sense of, am I someone that understands the blockchain and can program the blockchain and can create his own smart contracts? No, I have no idea how to do that. I could teach myself, but I don't need to know that, right? Because I'm someone that is insanely interested, but I'm more like the trader. So for me, it doesn't matter what people think about the market. I don't have any opinion about the market, right? And you should be not opinionated about the market because unfortunately, way too many people are opinionated about crypto and they are negatively opinionated about it. And that's why they don't make money with it, right? Because they don't understand it. And what we don't understand is what we dislike, okay? So try to not have an opinion about crypto. Don't love it too much, but also don't hate it because if you love it too much, you're just going to be blindly investing into it and you're not really investing anymore. You're just like, many people trade and invest just because they love to do it, but it's more about making money with it. That's what you should focus on and not, losing money. Okay. So that's the very first thing. But the easiest way for me to explain crypto in what I always tell people is it is the financial future. That's it. Very easy to understand. Why is it the financial future? Because everything became digital over the last couple of years. Okay. And with everything becoming digital, there's two things that are missing out. That's the financial system, it's the schooling system, and it's mostly everything that starts with system. The governmental system, financial system, healthcare system, right? All of these systems that are implemented since hundreds and hundreds of years, right? They are not changing. Why? Because they are so insanely systematical, they are so insanely broad, they are so bureaucratical, right? It's very difficult to replace them and it's difficult to evolve them. Why? Because if you live in a government, let's say in a country where there's a lot of bureaucracy, right? And I come from Germany, right? I grew up in Germany. My mom is German, so I'm half German. And Germany is one of the countries with the highest bureaucracy, right? There's so many systems and requests and papers and stuff that they send you, right? And most likely, if you live in a westernized country, it's the same. It is good because it helps us a lot, but it's also very difficult to change these systems and adopt them, right? Most of the countries are failing to become digital, right? Because then the people that work there don't know how to go digital, right? All of these kind of things, okay? And why am I explaining you this? Is because the financial future and the systematical future of governance, of systems, of countries lies in crypto, right? Because it gives us an easy, fast, cheap, and not fakeable or not changeable solution in the sense of behind the blockchain, the technology that powers crypto, right? And let's not get too deep into it, but I'll just make it understandable for you guys in a very easy system. Everything that happens in the government, right? Taxes, for example, you cannot 100% transparently follow this system and what they do with your tax money, right? You cannot do that. Most countries at the end of the year they come out with a paper and that's their spendings, right? They write down how much did we spend here, what did we do here, blah, all of this kind of stuff, right? But you cannot verify that this is real. Now the blockchain uses a consensus, is a system that puts blocks. That's why it's called block and chain. It's a chain, and after every block there comes another block that saves the information of what just happened. So if I would have sent money to, let's say, who do I see, to Hannah, for example, right? She's in Morocco. So I send money from Dubai to Morocco, okay? The first block is created where it says Miguel is sending money to Hannah, right? Then the second block is created when the money is sending to Hannah. And then the third block, for example, is created once the money is received by Hannah, right? So there's three blocks. And these three blocks have information. It's a chain, right? Chain or block number one, Miguel sending the money. Block number two, money is being sent. Block number three, money is received by Hannah. Okay. So these are three blocks. And in these three blocks, there's information that cannot be changed. Once a block is created, no one can change it. You understand where I'm going with this? If you have a system like that called blockchain, imagine how transparent you can make everything in the world. Because the biggest problem as a society, what we have is verifying information. It's like, is information real or not? And there's way too much stuff that, especially in the last couple of years, as we know, if you follow a little bit alongside the news or alongside the theories, the conspiracy theories, what came out, money missing here, money missing there, blah, blah. I just give you a little example. In Germany, there was a big flood a couple of years ago, destroyed a lot of people's homes, right? There was, don't call me out on the number, but there was a lot of millions, right? I think 11 million or something was donated by the German people and people from the outside to help this certain area, right? And the money just disappeared. Money was never received never went to the people that really needed the money to fix their homes and all these kind of things. So now you tell me how does 11 million dollars disappear or euro, in a country like Germany, like the highest bureaucracy. It is because there is bureaucracy, there is systems in place, but they are not verifiable. It's impossible to verify and follow alongside the information, right? And the more you have, happened in Morocco and the earthquake, yeah, crazy, right? It happens all over the world. It's because it's so easy to lose yourself in this bureaucracy, in these systems, in this unpredictable and also let's say in this very, very difficult environment, right? So money just disappears, resources just disappear because they are not verifiable, they are not trackable, okay? It's the same thing. And I'm trying to explain you a little bit more the background why crypto and blockchain especially makes sense. It's not so much Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of these things that you people use to gamble and make money on that is interesting, but it's you understanding the technology behind it and how can it change the world. Because once you buy into the technology and you understand how it will change the future, you understand why it makes so much sense to invest right now into it. Because crypto is like a stock, okay? If you buy stock of a company, you buy the stock because you think that something is going to go well in this company, right? Do you guys agree? Would you buy a stock of a company where you don't foresee good business for them, where you think their product, their solution is going to do well? Then you buy a stock of them, right? That's investing and trading. Investing and trading is anticipating if something is increasing in value or decreasing in the value to a certain given time in the future. Okay. So if I buy a stock right now of Apple, then because I think what they're going to do in the future is going to be better than what they do right now. And if not, I'm not going to buy Apple, right? And that's the same with crypto. You buy these coins because you anticipate that they're going to go increase. And there's two reasons why things in the markets increase. Number one, it's only hype. It's only narrative. It's only a trend. It's something that people put up on something, right? It's psychology. And then there's value. These are the two main reasons, okay? Value and psychology. That's why, or we call it fundamentals and technical, right? So fundamentals and technical. And what you learn in iGenius especially is first the technical analysis with, for example, the SK system, which is the most insane system you can ever learn. Changed my life, insanely crazy. It's like having a printer, money printing machine. No. Like if you understand it, it takes time, obviously, but it is legit a money printing machine that you put on your desk once you understand the system. And again, it takes some time, guys. It's not a 2-year thing. It takes a little bit. The second thing is the fundamentals, okay? Fundamentals means the psychology behind something. Why is something going up? Why is something increasing? Okay. But again, coming back to my original point, if you buy into the technology, then you understand why this makes so much sense. Okay. Let's say I'll give you a very good example, and there's a coin, no investment advice. It's called, and give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm saying this, I'm saying it is the right coin, but I'm pretty sure it was VeChain. Let me see, just to make sure. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, it was not VeChain. Chainlink, was it Chainlink? Also not. Okay, I really want to know what this coin was called so I don't give you wrong information here because you can research it. It's insanely interesting. It's the last cycle coin. I will find it again. I will find it again. I don't want to waste you guys' time. But there's one coin. Maybe the name is gonna drop into my mind again. But there's one coin which focuses on um verifying the whole process, for example, of food production. Okay, I'll give you an example. So if you buy something in the supermarket, okay, and it says it has, I don't know, this kind of meat inside. The meat comes from here. It has this and this and this inside. How do you know that this is real? We don't know, right? We don't know if the information on the packaging, we don't know if the information, we in general don't know if the information is real, right? There has been a lot of scandals in the past where, I mean, in Germany, it was a big one a couple of years ago. I still remember they sold instead of, I don't know what kind of meat they wanted to sell, but instead of selling that, they sold horse meat, right? I don't know. It's like you cannot verify what they're selling, right? There's big scandals on where the quality actually is way worth, or where the food actually is not the meat, or not the meat that you're buying is not the real meat that you want, or it's mixed with stuff. So it's insanely untransparent, okay? And there's one crypto project, again, I don't know why the name is not dropping into my mind, but I'll find it again, maybe towards the end. And there's one coin that I've invested into many years ago because I found the technical interesting side behind it. I mean, I found the technical side behind it, what it's gonna solve, very interesting. I'm pretty sure it was Chainlink. Something with link or chain or something, because it creates a chain that at the end of the day is verified through the crypto network with the blocks, like the blockchain. So you have the different blocks, right? So the information can be verified and not changed afterwards. So if you go and scan it, for example, with this, let's say with the app, or let's say with your camera, then you have a QR code, and then it's verified in between all of the different, all of the different processes where the meat comes from until where it goes and so on. Okay, and there's a different party that tracks that. These kind of systems is what they are trying to do. It's insanely difficult, right? And there's always going to be a certain amount of things where you can still switch up things, and there's different parties you need to trust. But one thing that the future is going to definitely do, not chain key, it's something else. I will find it. But what I'm trying to say here is that with the informational age, the internet, everything we have right now, everyone can get educated. Okay. Side note, unfortunately, most people don't use it. They just use it to entertain themselves, right? Imagine back in the times. Back in the times, there was no information. The only information that you got fed is what they wanted to feed you through, back in the times, teachings, people standing up and tellings, right? Stories. Okay. Then there was newspaper. Certain books were written, like the holy books, everything were written in languages that most people back in the times did not understand. They were not able to read, right? So there were the peasants and there were the people that were allowed to read and they could read, So back in the times, there was a big difference in where. So let's go back so you understand that example a little better. Imagine being born in the times where in which family you were born is gonna determine your future. What do I mean by that? If you are born as a peasant, you will forever stay a peasant. If you're born into a family of hierarchy, let's say in church, then you will forever be in the church, right? Let's say you are born into a queen or king's family, or in general into the royal family, then you will forever will be a royal or whatever, right? So there's a hierarchy. You cannot change that. Then also, we had the times of if you were born into being a bricklayer, then you're going to be a bricklayer forever, right? You're going to do what your family did. And the last names in most countries represent what your family did in the past, especially in Europe, right? So your last name indicates what your family's profession was. And it stayed in that, So it was where you were born into. And then we had the times of, even before that, before these times, right? The Middle Age times, or Middle Age times, we had the times of who was the strongest. Either you were strong and fit enough and you survived, or you died, right? So you didn't have the features to survive, you didn't have protection, you basically died. So it was the times of who was the strongest, right? Then we had the times of where you were born into. Then we had the times of information education. So the education that you got was insanely important and determined your whole future. And now we are in the age of technology, adapting to very fast changes. So who adapts the fastest right now wins. That's my message that I'm trying to say, right? It's not about who has the most information anymore. It's not in which family you're born into. It's not where you're born. It's more about who is ready to shut up, listen, learn, and make money on it, right? Or like not being based and biased about everything and saying, oh no, I'm gonna go the traditional way. That doesn't work anymore. You need to adapt to the new ways. Okay. So crypto is this new way. That's why I'm giving you guys this example. Okay. And one problem that we always had in society is that we always have to believe what other people say us, especially the higher hierarchies, right? And I think over the last couple of years, especially, most of you guys have felt that yourself, is that people are waking up. They're like, I don't want this bullshit anymore. I know that I'm fed lies and BS, right? I understand all of this. So we are waking up more. Why? Because we have free information access. It's not so easy anymore to control. If I tell you bullshit, right? If you understand at not maybe in the beginning, but after a couple of months or weeks, you understand like this bullshit. I'm not making any results. I'm not having results with this. You just go somewhere else. You just watch another YouTube video. You just get another coaching. You just read another book, right? Like nowadays, there's so many different ways on how to get to information. Okay, there's so many ways. There's people on this side and there's people on this side. Okay, so the world is changing, is what I'm trying to say. And crypto is the perfect product. So going back to the first thing and tie it back is that we are in a digital age, and in the informational age, and in the adoption age, adopting age. So if you understand these three things, I think it's Chainlink. I'm pretty sure it's Chainlink. Subconsciously, I think it's Chainlink. Yeah. Let me check one more time because I had Chainlink open and it said something different this time. I don't know, maybe they changed their vision or something, but I still remember that Chainlink back in the times focus on that. Let me check one more time because someone just put it in the chat. I really want to know. I mean, I think it's Chainlink because I have so much money in it. Probably it's because of that. Subconsciously 12. So one more time, Chainlink. It also makes sense, the name. Ah, perfect. Yeah, it is. Chainlink is. Yeah, security auditors. Yeah, they changed how they describe it. Yeah, the company focuses on ensuring that decentralized participation is guaranteed for all node operators and users looking for contribution to the network. Founded 2017, Chainlink is a blockchain abstraction layer that enables universally connected smart contracts through decentralized Oracle networks. Chainlink allows blockchains to securely interact with external data feeds, events, and payment methods, providing the critical off-chain information needed by complex smart contracts to become the dominant form of digital agreement. So Chainlink, they changed how they describe it. But in the past, they gave these examples like in agriculture and stuff like that and food industry. But here they say at the end of the day, dominant form of digital agreements. Okay, so how do you digitalize agreements when you buy real estate? All of these kind of things, right? That's also where NFTs come in. Okay, NFTs hold physical value on the blockchain and represent something physical. Okay, again, I'm not trying to go too deep into it, but once you understand, and thank you, Sarah, for saying Chainlink. And I mean, I was on it, but I was pretty sure. But thank you again. So I know I'm opening a lot of things, but so far you should have understood that the technology behind is just insane, and we are lagging behind. The financial system, how we operate financially, is lagging behind. How come that I need to wait 3 days for a transaction to send somewhere? Makes no sense. Has someone ever sent money abroad? Some people just send money abroad, family, friends, tried that with Union Pay and all of this bullshit where you pay 20% of fees, 10% of fees, takes 2 fucking weeks or something. Bro, in crypto, you do it in a couple of seconds. You send USDT, TRC20 in 2 minutes, 1 minute, it's there, $1 fee, that's it, all over the world, instantly. Doesn't matter how much money it is, right? So it is complete bullshit, but they use it because they can control you with that. So crypto is the future, and I've given you a technology background on it. A blockchain, a big problem that we have, the transparency problem and verification problem in the society that this solves, right? And at the end of the day, people just like to invest into things that are new. Like no one is getting excited anymore about gold and these kind of things. You know, gold is so institutionalized. It makes over the last, I don't know, I bought gold like 4 or 5 years ago, made 20%. Nice. I make 20% a day in crypto, you know? So it's just like that's where the volume is. That's where the people are. So you need to go with the trend. You need to position yourself in front of the trend. Okay. So let's talk a little bit one more time. What is crypto? Crypto is the future and the financial future. And it's the easiest way right now on how to participate in the wealth transfer. Means from broke to rich. 90% of the people that I know that are rich or wealthy, and especially young, they made it and did it with crypto. 100%. Okay. With understanding crypto, investing into crypto, positioning themselves into crypto. Unfortunately, obviously, some of them also with scams, which you should definitely not do. But there's many legit people that made a lot of money with crypto, and this money then made it easier for them to jump into other endeavors, right? So we use crypto, and my philosophy of crypto is using crypto as a resource to fulfill my future goals and dreams. That's why I am in crypto, and that's why I think you should be in crypto, right? It's not solely the money, but money is energy, and energy can be used, okay? So that is so insanely important. And there is a need of the society for transparency. There is a need, there's request, there's desperate request for many, many, many people living in their countries that want more transparency, they want more governance, they want more freedom, they want more this, okay? And again, I so far don't see any questions. So if you have any, just put them in chat. Is it possible that any governments can make crypto illegal, or could that never happen? The thing is, it happened in the past, and there were countries, but they lifted again. Russia just recently lifted their ban on crypto. China had crypto banned in the past, now lifted it again. Because look, there's one thing in life where at the end of the day, as a country, yes, you can ban it, but if every other country is going to use it and shape the future with it, then you as a country, you cannot lag behind. You know, the reason why the governments first banned it is because obviously it's a threat to the governments, because it means self-governance. So you don't need the government, you know, because now you're handling your crypto, your bank, you don't need it anymore, right? You don't need it anymore. There's no third party in crypto most of the times, right? So yes, they were afraid, but at that point they can just not ban it anymore because it's too big. You know, there's a critical thing where it's too big, and that's what happened over the last couple of months and years. So I saw some statistic that over 80% new millionaires are in crypto, 100%. It's crypto beneficial for the government. It is if they know how to control it and if they're not afraid of it. But if it's for government, like crypto will be the new law. Yeah, maybe, yes. I mean, look, the thing is that unfortunately people are still insanely stupid, and they will probably be tricked into something of the government where the government uses crypto because the government wants to continue to keep the government's governance and domination over you, which also I think should happen. You know, there's some people in society, I don't want them to be loose. You know, there needs to be law enforcement, there needs to be police, there needs to be laws. We need that. You know, it's not always bad. I mean, people always talk so negative about countries in the system. No, I mean, look, if you don't live in anarchy and you don't live in complete, destruction and war zone and poor, like just like, you know, like poverty, then your government is doing something good. You know, it's just like there will always be the ones who just blindly follow. There will always be a mechanism of the countries to control you. But for the ones that have a free mind and educate themselves, they will live, how we always say, outside of the matrix. Okay. And that's the only thing. The government will always come up with ideas to control you guys. They will always come up with systems. If it's CBDCs, which is like central bank crypto coins in that sense, you know, or like in general, a system of them to come up how to use crypto and the technology, but still centralize it. It also possesses a threat towards the society. Okay. But let's focus on a little bit more important thing. And let me just go over this. In the UK, for a lot of big companies and law firms, it's recognized as legal tender. That's true. But let's actually talk about what you guys need to do right now, what I would do right now. More like tangible, more like, okay, we gotta understand. You talk so much about why it makes sense, all these things. What should you do? What is the game plan? I want to give you a 5-step game plan of what you should do if you want to make money on crypto, and where you should be and what you should do and what you should focus on and what you should learn and who you should listen to and all of these kind of things. Okay. So step number one, always step number one in life. It's not even about crypto or trading. It's about gym. It's about everything in life. Every endeavor that you want to become successful in, the very first step you do is you try to be with the ones that are insanely successful in it and teach you about it. Okay. So you try to be around people that are already making money with it, that are already having results, which is the concept of surrounding yourself with 5 people that are insanely good in crypto and make money with crypto. Congratulations, you automatically will be number 6. Okay. So the first step always is the informational step, the high quality informational step, getting high quality information in. Okay. Number two, always, okay, is learning a system in this very endeavor that you're picking. So if you are joining us right now, you're in a community, you have very, very, very valuable information. Some of the, very successful crypto traders and very successful people in trading, and you are surrounding yourself with them. You're on Zoom calls with them. You're learning from them. Okay. And the second step is learning the system. Okay. You need to learn the system. Very, very important. Okay. And a system means a definable approach, step-by-step game plan on how to get to your result, to your target, on what you want. If it's profit, if it's muscle growth, it's whatever. You need to define what are the money-making activities, okay? Because let's say we want to learn how to box or fight or go to the gym or increase muscle mass or like lose weight or whatever it is, right? There's a system to it, and you need to figure out the system. Many people fail even though they work very hard and they're very focused on something, but they fail. Why? Because they're not following alongside a good system. They're not following a good system. They don't have what it needs to, to become successful because they're doing the wrong things. They're learning the wrong systems. They are not learning profitable information from profitable traders. Okay. So number two is always a system. Learn, and in that sense, with us here in TPR, learn the SK system. If someone would come to me and say, Miguel, I want a guaranteed financial successful future, there's only one thing I would say: learn SK. 100%. Trust me, that's the only thing I can tell you. And I know that some of you guys will say, like, yeah, but Miguel, I don't want to learn trading for 3 or 4 years. Well, then, you know what? I don't know. Like, there's nothing else. There is nothing else I can tell you where over 8 years now in the markets, a lot of money made, a lot of systems learned, a lot of connections to some of the biggest people, all the biggest people in crypto. The SK system works everywhere. SK system is the systematical approach into the markets. And that's what you learn in TPR in iGenius. And it's a trader, Stefan Kassing, SK, that teaches the system. It's a system that I use. It's a system that everyone uses that is profitable in Forex, crypto, stocks, because the system can be used everywhere. So number one, get into the rooms with the most quality information. Number two, follow a system. Number three, increase cash flow. Always. Increase cash flow. You need to increase your cash flow. You need to increase the money that you have available. Because let's say we take Madara, for example, and we take Georgia, for example. Okay, I see both of them right now. Let's say that's just an example. Okay, let's say, for example, Madara is not so good in trading. She's learning it, but it's very hard for her, and she's not so consistent. But let's say she has a lot of money available, a lot of money. Okay, means she's very successful in network marketing. She has a cash flow business. A lot of money is coming in. Okay, she makes about $5,000 to $10,000 with network marketing, with a cash flow business, while still being in a job and while learning trading. Okay, and then we have Georgia, and for example, she is insanely good in trading, really, really good. She only focused on trading last 3 or 4 years, but she has no money to invest or to trade. Means, yes, she puts $10 here, $20 there, $50 here, blah, 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 but she just doesn't have the means. Who do you think is going to be more successful in general in terms of making money and profits? It's definitely going to be Madara. Why? Because if you have more chances, you have more times of throwing the coin, then the more times there's more possibility. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Mara has zero clue. I'm not saying she's gambling, but she's not as good as Georgia, But in trading and investing, it's not only the knowledge that you have. It's like, how many bullets do you have in your gun? Okay. And again, both of you, it's just an example. So I don't mean it that way, but just as an example. So there is a big difference in between having enough bullets in your gun, okay, to shoot. If you only have one, then either you hit or you miss, Very easy concept in life. So in trading, the most important thing is increasing your odds. Can't lose circumstances. Remember that. Look in life for can't lose circumstances, or create circumstances in life that you just can't lose. It's like winning a bet or betting on something. You would bet on something where you're good on. You know, why do politicians always speak in their language even though they speak other languages? Putin always speaks in Russian even though he speaks perfect German and English. Why does he speak in Russian? Because that's where he's most dominant in. Don't leave, that's just an example. Don't leave and give up your dominance if you are dominant in something. That's what I'm trying to say with that, is that if you increase the dominance, if you play on grounds that you are good in, and then you create yourself and set yourself up in trading where you have good knowledge, a good community, and enough money, then you are creating for yourself can't lose circumstances. You know what I'm trying to explain with some different examples? It's like become as dominant as possible in this one area and have as many chances as possible, right? So in this example, Madara needs to learn more about trading and Georgia needs a cash flow business. That's a solution, you know? And both of that is what we have. So again, the steps that I'm giving you right now, step 1, step 2, step 3, right? We are step 3 right now. We are step 4, step 3 right now. Number 1 was get the right information, right community. Number 2, system. Number 3, right? Is that true? Cash flow. Yeah, we're number 3. I would answer this question if someone would tell me, Miguel, how would I make my first million? How would I become a million? I would answer the same way. Number 1, you need the right community, the right information. Number 2, you need the right system. Number 3, you need cash. Because without money, it doesn't matter how good you are in trading and investing. Imagine understanding the markets and imagine predicting the bull run, but having no money to invest into it, or maybe like $10 or $100. Yes, we all start somewhere, but without cash flow, it makes no sense. You can learn trading first. Maybe you inherited money. Maybe you make a lot of money in your job and one day you can invest that money. But try, and that's why network marketing and cash flow business combined with a trading business is the best business in the world. There is no better system because you make money through the network marketing. With your job, you pay your bills, but the money that you make extra, and now learning the skill of trading investing, you start to reinvest that money that you make through the marketing. So keep your job to pay your bills, use network marketing and trading to build your future. Very easy. Okay. Way too many people go full-time way too early. Okay. I'm just saying that here because many people make this mistake. They make some money and they're full-time. No, it's about having a job that pays your bills. So all the extra money that you make with the marketing, you can reinvest. Okay. You can also just take 10% of your paycheck and invest it into crypto. Yes, that's 100% true. But look, Brady, if someone, you know, makes, I don't know, let's speak in European terms. If someone makes $1,200 or something, you know, not everyone is fortunate enough to live in a country where you have over excess in what you make, but most people just insanely struggle insanely with just surviving with one job, you know? So yes, there is the chance, but again, I'm talking about highest probability. What high income skills would you recommend apart from network marketing? Sales, you learn that in network marketing. Leadership, you learn that in network marketing. Communication, you learn that in network marketing. There's no income skill, high income skill that you don't learn in network marketing. Not one. You learn all of them. Psychology, leadership, sales, communication, body language, emotional intelligence, reading people, yourself, you know, self-discipline, pushing yourself constantly. Stress tolerance is, I think, one of the most important skills of a very, very, very high income earner is stress tolerance. How do you deal with constant stress? And adapting to your environment. 100%. Simon is saying, pay the bills with your 9 to 5 and invest with the money of network and trading. 100%. Keep a positive mindset and avoiding the negative people. Yes. So what I'm trying to say again is if you don't do the marketing, I couldn't care less. I don't care. If you do the trading, I also don't care. I don't care what you guys do. I'm just telling you what I would do. And I don't want to say it like that, but I'm doing good. And there's other people that say bullshit and they're not doing good. So you need to decide who do you follow. So when I speak about these things, then I'm not speaking to piss anyone off. I'm saying these things because that's what made me a lot of money. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to lie to you guys just so it sounds better. So you guys are like, oh yeah, that sounds intriguing. I'd rather do it like, no, I'm going to give you the raw version. And the raw version is the steps that I'm giving you. That's how I made millions. And that's how I see everyone else making millions. So that's what I'm going to tell you. There is always a chance to say, okay, yeah, but Miguel, I inherited money. Okay, then you have inherited money. You should still learn trading and you should still increase your cash flow. Right? Or people will say, okay, but I make a lot of money in my job. I don't need network marketing. I will just use trading. Okay, you can do that. But is more cash flow going to hurt you? No, never. More money does not hurt. If you only if your personality don't grows with it, then yes, okay. But money, more means, more energy, positive especially, just gets you faster towards your goal. Because if someone starts with $100,000 to get a million, or with $10,000 is a tenfold difference. I need to have a 10x to make a million with 100,000, right? It's just like easy. It's easy to understand. So again, and that's something people need to understand. And that's one last message I can give you. Free yourself from opinions that don't serve you. Free yourself from opinions in general because they don't matter. What matters is what do you want? How are you going to get it in an ethical and moral way? What do you need to learn? Okay. So that is insanely important. That's point number 4. Point number 4 is the mindset about all of this. Okay. Mindset in general. That's the most important thing on how to make money with crypto. Mindset includes risk management, money management, and what I would say, and I already said it many, many times, but it's the conviction, right? Slash putting yourself in the position, creating circumstances in your life where you just have the upper hand. Okay, most of you guys in life, you're just thrown around. You're just a second, wheel or third wheel. Like no one really cares about you. No one does anything, right? And the crazy thing is that, thank you. And the crazy thing is that I drink both. It's okay. I need coffee. So I'm still, I don't know, jet lag from Australia and then in Dubai 2 days and then in Germany. I have no idea where I am with my head, bro. But coffee solves the problem. But what I'm trying to say is, again, put yourself in the best position you can be. And the reason why you're always the second pick, the reason why no one cares about you, the reason why your life is shit, let's say it like that, and excuse me for my language, is because you're not doing the things that put you in the position of power. You're constantly deciding for negative things. You're constantly deciding for not the upper hand, okay? Because you don't put yourself into the position of becoming successful. If you say everything in life is luck, then be with lucky people. You know what I mean? Don't be with unlucky people. Be mindful of who you are with. Okay? Very, very important. Step number 5, and conviction, very, very important. Study conviction. That's what Luke Belmore told me. I was here in Kana Cafe in Dubai, and Luke Belmore said to me, Miguel, study conviction. I'm just going to leave that with you. You need to find out what that means for yourself. I needed to find it out for myself. Okay? Number 5 is the last one, the very last one. And it's cliche, but just don't stop until you have it. Very easy. It's a very easy task. It's a very easy thing that I'm saying, but it's the hardest of all of them. It's just like start and never stop. But most will. Most will. Because to continue, you need one thing. And I just said that in step number 4, which is conviction. You need to see even though no one sees it. You need to believe even though no one believes in it. Okay? You are basically doing something that is unnatural to us humans. It's believing in something and seeing something that there is no evidence for. There's no rational factor to say, I will become successful. Okay? Because if you think about your future success, if I take out one of these books here, and they are full, I have so many books here. It's like this, books of gratitude and manifestation, where I wrote down my future. In some of these books, they are 4 or 5 years old. My life is in these books today. What I wrote down there, it's I live in Dubai, all of these things that my life, and even better. Okay, that's when if you pray, then pray for what you want or better. Say, I want this and this and this, or I pray for this and this and this. I live there and there, or better. okay, or more. Because my life is what I've written down into these books. And it's difficult to sit there being broke, busted, and disgusted, and growing up with a single mom, having no money, fixing the washing machine and fixing the car because that's our biggest problem all the time, seeing my mom cry because we don't have money, and then sitting there and writing down, I will live in Dubai, I will drive this and this car. It's hard. It's really fucking hard to do that. But that's what I mean by conviction and never stopping. And I just want to give you not a motivational talk, but it every time I think about it, it just like I would just so much love to share with you guys my mind. I just would love to let you guys inside of my mind, just like see everything that I've seen. But you will have to write that for yourself. It's your book. You need to write that. Okay. So the fifth thing, one more time, is start and never stop. And it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you don't have, let's say, sales, communication, money management, risk management, intelligence, mathematical understanding. All of these things are plus points in this business. If you have that, let's say you have none of them, you can still become successful in this industry. Bro, I've seen stupid people become successful, like really stupid people make so much money. There's people that are so dumb, bro, and they have so much money. I don't think it's good for them. I don't think it helps them a lot, but it has nothing to do, trust me, it has nothing to do with intelligence. Intelligence helps. 100%, it all helps. Talent helps, right? All of this helps, but it's not necessary. You can still become insanely successful. Bro, there's people, I'm like, you cannot even distinguish between a banana and an apple, bro, and you have millions. Like, I saw that. I got intimidated. What motherfucker has millions? I don't have it. Like, what am I doing wrong? So don't overcomplicate it and just stay on it. And it's funny because you can learn from everyone. So it has nothing to do with that. Okay. There's another interesting, and now let's do the last couple of minutes with questions. Murad talks about Giga and SPX that are the biggest convictions, meme coins, super cycle 2025. What are your thoughts about that? So prediction of the crypto market, very easy. Ethereum is going to pump now. Okay. That's step number one. When Ethereum pumps, all the altcoins and all the layer 2 coins are going to pump. From there, we're going to go into the Solana narrative and ecosystem. So everything that has to do with Solana and the first and most important coins around Solana, like Jupe and so on, are going to be very interesting. And then Bitcoin pumps to 115 K USDT and 125K USD. Okay, that's it. These are the next 3 steps. We're most likely going to have an insane drop in January, which we're going to call out. And so far, I wouldn't put money into BTC. I would put myself, I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm just saying what I am doing. I would put money, I am putting money that's formulated like that into Ethereum because Ethereum still has 150% to go to hit C target at 8 to 10,000 US dollars. And Solana ecosystem is going to be very interesting, and meme coins are going to be very interesting again. Right now, there's not so much interest in meme coins because BTC and Ethereum dominance is raising again. But what you said about Murad, I would definitely follow. Murad is one of the most followed person in the meme coin space. I'm very deep in the meme coin space, and I'm also invested into SPX and Giga and all of these ones. But I think there's also very other good meme coin, a lot of other good meme coins such as Popcat, Ponky, Deegan, Dog with Head, Billy. What else do we have that is interesting? Brett. I mean, yeah, they're already bigger ones, but if you put a lot of money into meme coins, and you don't want to put $10,000 or $20,000 in a coin that has 5 million market volume or something. So if you go down with less volume, then yes. But do me a favor, guys, and I put a lot of effort into this, and most leaders already check this out. I have a YouTube channel where I post 1 to 2 times a week a crypto update. Okay, so for everyone that on this Zoom call said, good call or shit call, but I want more information, then watch these videos. Okay, that's where I really go deep into it. If you are completely new, I would still recommend you to watch. I put it in the chat, and leave a like and a follow, if you will, because it will help to obviously increase the reach, which I'm always interested in, is reaching more people with the information that we have, because I know that our information is truthful and helps people, and we have helped thousands of people. So just make sure to check it out and make sure to follow. And again, I do weekly updates. Okay, there's a lot of great educators. There's a lot of great people in iGenius teaching. But I definitely also have a place there, and you should follow that, because so far my record and my predictions in the market over the last years have been insane. and I don't want to put my nose up too high in the sky, but what we do works, guys. Okay, and I'm insanely confident in my skills, and they work very well for myself and for everyone that follows. So check it out. And again, in this video, I also completely talk about what are the next steps. I wanted to focus a little bit more on narratives and all of these kind of things, but it's insanely difficult to give you guys a 1 hour talk and cover the basics and the technology behind it, the reason, give you my insights, a game plan, and which coins are interesting right now. But if I would write down two things, then yeah, I don't need to write them down. They're in the video. I think you guys have 20 minutes in your life to watch this. It's in the video. It makes no sense for me to start this right now. Okay, it's in the video. So all of that is in there. And I don't know if there was any questions that I did not answer. If I did not, I'm very sorry. But I think I answered all of them. Yeah. Is there any last question? Anything you really want to get answered? If yes, then now is the time. If not, I'll finish the call. XRP. What's with XRP, Brady? XRP was a good call, huh? If people followed me to full port. Yalla. Mm, I don't know. XRP is a interesting one. I think it has potential to go higher, but I'm not gonna gamble on going higher if I made 500%. So I'm out with 75% of my holdings. I keep 25% of my holdings, which is still enough money. But yeah, what do you think about ARB? ARB. What is ARB? Let me check. I don't have this coin in my mind, which is impossible, obviously, to have all of them. You mean Arbitrum, right? I don't know. I'm not investing in Arbitrum. Dogecoin, you can definitely consider. Oh, now we're coming here with the. Now I have to do here the meme coins and crypto, the crypto call outs. Huh? Now everyone is coming in the chat. Should I buy this? Should I buy that? Okay. I'll just stay on a little bit for the ones that want to know about their coins and stuff. Let me just take Arbitrum really quickly. Is ARB the native token of the Arbitrum ecosystem? ARB. Yeah, for the ones that want to stay on, just stay on and ask about the coins. I'm just going to continue for another 5, 10, 15 minutes max. For everyone else, was beautiful having you guys. Let me just do some analysis and check some stuff. I'm not finding ARB. If you can send me a link or something, I don't know if you mean the Arbitrum chain and the native token or something else. OT, it it is. It is. Okay. Unfortunately, on Nansen, it's not showing me. Wait, let me. Okay. Let me just open the chat here so you guys can continue. So, it just shows me the chain. Why doesn't it show me the Oh, there it is. Token. Okay, my bad. Okay, ARP has market cap 4 billion. So what I'm using here is I always start with fundamental analysis, which is I use Nansen for that. That's basically a platform where you can see on-chain data. Okay. So for example, I can see it's pretty expensive to have this tool, and you don't need it if you are not really, really insanely professional in trading, but it helps us to get some insights, and that's where I normally start. So we have in the last 7 days, we have one, two, three, four, five, six smart money wallets buying Arbitrum, and we have a lot of sells. We can also see that here by smart money. If we click on smart money are wallets that are tracked by the AI who make a lot of money in crypto, who do smart investments and stuff. So we see that smart money is dropping off. We had 261 smart money holders. Right now we have 100. It's still pretty high. Um, Arbitrum is a native governance token of Arbitrum Network, layer 2 scaling solution built on Ethereum. As I said, in the future, what is going to be interesting now in the next couple of weeks is layer 2 on Ethereum. Okay. So just in general, just considering that it's a layer 2, like Chainlink, for example, and stuff. That's why I did the Chainlink call and it did very, very well. I nearly doubled my money so far with Chainlink. That's good. And now we need to obviously go into the markets and where's my trading view? I don't know. Well, let's check here. Wow, it's so insanely low. Still insanely low. I mean, look, one thing that is very important right now is finding coins that did not hit the all-time high yet. So, I mean, all-time high, we still have a lot to go, just like breaking its all high. We still have 150%. So, potential-wise, it being a layer 2 in Ethereum, and we having positive growth over here in sequences with the SK system, that is probably a finished sequence over here. Okay. It's going to be very interesting if we have a re-entry. So yeah, it looks okay. There's no reason for not to go into it. Now, just the interesting thing would be how good is the Arbitrum ecosystem doing? So we need to go into Arbitrum chain growth and see how it's doing. So the Arbitrum chain growth, or currently we have 30, nearly 400,000 active addresses on the Arbitrum chain. Transactions have been going down. We had a very strong high in November 2024, so last month. There was a new high and it started to, now it's going down a little bit. Daily deployments also going down. And yeah, I mean, there's definitely potential. There's a lot of users. We have 400,000. We spiked at 1 million users on the Arbitrum chain. And then also when you go into meme coins, Arbitrum is pretty, where's Arbitrum? Arbitrum is pretty high. So that is good. After the Ton chain, so you have the biggest ones, the Solana, the Ethereum, the Base. Sui became very big, and then Arbitrum is also very big as a chain. So yeah, there's potential. I don't see a reason why not to buy it, but I think there are better picks right now. But if you have investments in it, it's all easy and all good. So makes sense, yeah. Dolan meme that Luke Belmore talks about. Yeah, Dolan is definitely something you can look into. I have also a little bit of exposure in Dolan. I mean, there's so many meme coins you can buy. Um, there's so many meme coins you can buy, but so far meme coins are anyways very, very in very good entry zones, as you can see over here, for example. So I've invested about 250 plus 397, $800 into it so far. Somewhere over here, we're still in a buying zone and there's a lot of potential. So even in meme coins, I use this case system. And Dolan has 26 million market cap, still pretty small. And also, I think we have a very good, um, we should have very good on-chain. Why is it not finding the coin? Oh, it's Radium, Solana. Yeah. Finding the coin. Hey, I mean, Dolan is a pick that I'm always in. I'm also in, so that looks really good. Dolan, we have smart money accumulated a lot in April, dropped off. We're still pretty high. Yeah, that's okay. We have good wallets holding it. So here you can see a wallet with 4.2 million US dollars. So here you see a person that has 4,245,376 US dollars, and his number one position is Fartcoin, Gold, Solana, AI16Z, Giga, with Popcat. So these are the ones that I'm talking about. So look, if you want to be in crypto and you want to do good plays, then just follow the ones that do good. So look at this guy. He realized $400,000 in profit, 90% win trade, 5 trades, tokens traded, okay, 11 trades in general. He funds his wallet from Kraken, okay. So and you see his main holdings, so why you can just follow very profitable and good people. And that's the good thing about crypto. It is decentralized. So you can follow people. You can see, I just don't know who he is, but I can see what he does, everything. And that's what I mean by transparency. So you see, like, these coins you can definitely follow. It's a beautiful example of what I just said. Just follow the smart money, follow the good ones, and you will see, for example, here, these are some good meme coins, Fartcoin, Giga, with Popcat. These are his main holdings. Bonk. Then we have smaller holdings here. Limp. There's a lot of other stuff too that is not so interesting anymore. But if you think about it, guys, he has 800,000 in Farcoin, 700,000 gold, still a lot in Solana, and then he has a lot in WIF. He has 100,000 in WIF, nearly 100,000 in Popcat, 168,000 in Giga. So you can just follow these ones. What do you think about Cardano and what you use to study coins and research? You can use Nansen. Again, there's also a free version of it where you have a lot of information. Cardano, I don't know. I have Cardano, but very low, and I don't know. I mean, I know that it was doing pretty well, Ada, but I don't have so much info on that, and it's not really gaining my interest that much. Cardano was Ada, not? Why is it not finding it? Hmm. Cardano blockchain, proof of stake, decentralized. I mean, decentralized is always interesting. Um, we have no smart money buying or selling. So it is still an interesting coin, but nothing I would get into because I don't see anyone, no smart money wallets buying it. And if smart money doesn't touch it, yeah, it dropped completely. Not interested in it. Not interested in it. Um, Injective, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I have a big trade open on Injective and I have big position spot in Injective. What are some trusted websites? So you can use, so there's 4 main ones I use. I use Nansen, I use Velo. So Velo, but these are things you don't need in the beginning. You basically just need maybe Nansen and TradingView. Velo is more like for indicators such as open interest, all of these kind of things. And then I also use volume and heat map tools such as light trading or trading light, but they all cost money and they're pretty expensive. But you don't need it. You need TradingView, maybe Nansen, and then you need Coin Market Cap where you can research about the coins a little bit. Deck screeners for meme coins. Yeah. Okay, easy guys. I'll have to jump over. Hopefully helped you guys a little bit. So there's also a video on the YouTube channel that I've sent you where there's one complete video how I do analysis and stuff. And in my crypto update, you see what I use and what I do. So check it out. With that being said, guys, I'll need to head off. It was very nice having you and see you in the next one, guys.